Hey there, champs. Welcome to Piro Wrestle Insider, your WWE update station. Hit that bell and let's step into the ring. What happens when two men who have spent over a decade in constant rivalry finally decide to stand together once again? Not because old wounds have magically healed or because forgiveness has suddenly appeared, but because a new challenge requires them to unite. For years, jealousy, ambition, and pride kept them apart, yet tonight, on Monday Night Raw, WWE fans witnessed a moment that transcended rivalry, a moment where necessity, respect, and the weight of legacy overcame the past. The energy in the arena was electric, as Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins faced each other, not as enemies, but as allies, forced to confront a future that threatened everything they had worked for. This wasn't just about nostalgia or rekindling friendship. It was about recognizing that some battles can only be faced together, and some moments demand courage that transcends ego. The weight of history. Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins share a history that few in WWE can fully understand. From the explosive debut of The Shield to the complicated paths they carved as individuals, their story has been defined by moments of brilliance, mistakes, and rivalry. The betrayal that once defined their relationship left a mark not only on them, but on the WWE Universe itself. Fans have watched their careers intertwine, building excitement, tension, and drama over the years. And yet, the gravity of what they faced tonight required them to rise above everything that had divided them. It was a reminder that even the deepest rifts can be set aside when purpose, vision, and responsibility demand it. A moment of realization. As Roman stood in the center of the ring, every muscle taut with anticipation, he looked toward the ramp where Seth would appear. There was no theatrics, no bravado, only the calm focus of a man who understood the stakes. He spoke of the years that had passed since betrayal, acknowledging the pain and challenges of the past, but also pointing out the more urgent threat, the future of WWE itself. His words were not just a call to arms, but a reminder that sometimes unity is stronger than rivalry. When Seth appeared on the ramp, he walked slowly, deliberately, each step a reflection of contemplation, accountability, and a willingness to embrace a shared responsibility. It was a vulnerable moment, one rarely seen from either superstar, and it drew the audience into the emotional gravity of the reunion. The silent gesture. Roman extended his fist, a simple, silent offer that carried years of history, respect, and unspoken understanding. For a moment, the entire arena seemed to hold its breath. Seth paused, the weight of the past and the uncertainty of the future reflected in his eyes. And then, slowly, he tapped his fist to Roman's. The gesture was minimal, yet it spoke volumes. Reconciliation of purpose, acknowledgement of their shared journey, and the willingness to face what comes next together. The crowd erupted, not merely for the physical reunion, but for the human story unfolding before them. This was more than a spectacle. It was a testament to growth, understanding, and the recognition that some battles are bigger than individual pride. A partnership forged by necessity. What makes this reunion so powerful is that it is not born from friendship or nostalgia, but from shared purpose. Roman and Seth understand that WWE's landscape is shifting, that challenges loom, which could reshape the path they have fought to build. The decision to unite demonstrates a maturity that goes beyond personal history, a recognition that legacy, commitment, and teamwork are more important than past conflicts. By standing together, they signal to the world and to fans everywhere that strength comes from collaboration, respect, and the willingness to move forward despite previous mistakes. This partnership is not perfect, but it is real, and it is grounded in honesty. Facing the future. Together. As Survivor Series approaches, Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins prepare to enter a new chapter. The arena's energy reflects the anticipation, the sense that something historic is unfolding. Fans know that this reunion carries weight far beyond what appears on the surface. It is a reminder that even in the world of professional wrestling, which thrives on drama and competition, human emotions, loyalty, and purpose define the moments that are truly memorable. Together, these two men face the challenge of balancing past grievances with present responsibility, creating a dynamic that is tense, compelling, and deeply relatable. Legacy over ego. In the moments that followed, it became clear that this was more than a simple handshake or reunion. Roman and Seth have chosen to prioritize legacy over ego, strategy over personal grudges, and unity over division. Every action, every glance, and every gesture reflected a deep understanding that some things are worth more than individual pride. Fans could feel it. This was a turning point, a declaration that the stories they have built over more than a decade were not just about competition, but about growth, teamwork, and standing for something greater than themselves. The emotional impact. The reunion resonated not only because of the history it represents, but because it is rooted in authenticity. There was vulnerability in Seth's admission of past mistakes, a calm strength in Roman's recognition of the stakes, and an unspoken acknowledgement that the moments that define careers are rarely about the spotlight. They are about choices made in critical times. This human dimension is what elevates the reunion beyond a wrestling storyline, transforming it into a lesson about reconciliation, maturity, and courage in the face of challenges. Anticipation for what comes next. Looking ahead to Survivor Series, the anticipation is palpable. Fans are eager to see how Roman and Seth will navigate this renewed alliance, balancing cooperation with the underlying tension of their shared history. Will their partnership withstand the pressure of competition, or will the unresolved challenges of the past resurface in unexpected ways? The uncertainty adds layers of excitement and emotional investment, making every match, every strategy, and every moment leading up to the event charged with significance. A testament to growth. Ultimately, this reunion is about growth, perspective, and the human capacity to evolve. It demonstrates that relationships, even those fractured by conflict, can transform when individuals recognize the importance of shared goals and the value of trust. Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins are not perfect, and their past is complicated, but their choice to stand together is a celebration of maturity, foresight, and the enduring strength that comes from confronting challenges as a team. Conclusion. Monday Night Raw offered WWE fans a historic, emotional, and deeply meaningful moment. Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins' reunion was more than a wrestling storyline. It was a story of human resilience, trust, and unity. They stood together not because the past had magically healed, but because they understood that some moments require courage, collaboration, and putting something greater than oneself above personal grievances. This reunion will be remembered as a defining chapter in WWE history, a story of reconciliation, purpose, and the power of standing together in the face of uncertainty. As fans look towards Survivor Series, one thing is certain. The legacy of these two men, their choices, and their unity will continue to inspire, excite, and leave a lasting impact on the WWE Universe.